when I grew up, I was really into snowboarding and I just living for the experience or for the moment, which I realized was all about me. I was living for myself. There's no doubt about that. And when I was 19 years old, I had this snowboarding accident. I flew about 20 meters through the air and I landed like flat on my stomach, just bounced up. And so we got to the hospital and I was in pretty bad shape. And they almost sent me home because they're like, he's got no broken bones after the x-rays. And they're like, all right, you're going to go home. My friend, who God used to save my life, was like, dude, look at him. He's all pale. He's shaking. I'm pretty sure there's something wrong with him. Can you just maybe check him again? So they got another doctor to come over. He looked at me. He's like, hey, does it hurt here? Does it hurt here? I'm like, yeah. And they rushed me for more tests, more exams, found out I had ruptured my spleen and had pretty bad internal bleeding. So if they would have sent me home, which they originally wanted to do, I probably wouldn't have survived, okay? So while I was at the hospital, I remember I was scared. I was pretty scared. By yourself, you're hooked up all these things. You can't move, you can't talk, because they're about, they're going to do surgery. Like you're just, it's kind of scary. But something happened in me, my heart, whatever you want to call it, where I started asking some deeper questions about life and about my life, but life in general as well. Like I was asking questions about purpose. Like, why was I born? What is my purpose? Why are we all here? Why is all this happening? Like, because I'd come to conclude, like, you know what? I messed up. And I knew it. Deep inside, I knew it, that I've been going down the wrong track. So I asked my parents, for books about Christianity and about faith. And they gave me tons of books. And I read and I read and I read because I couldn't do anything else. I was like, no activity for months. I was just reading. And I read as much as I could. And I have to say, it blew my mind. Like, I had no idea there was so much evidence for the Bible. Did you know that? Like, the historical evidence for Jesus is massive. The reliability of scriptures of the Bible, it's incredible. And I was like, why did nobody tell me this? Like, why did nobody tell me? And I realized something, and that is this. They did. My parents, my friends, everybody were telling me. I just didn't listen. So all this whole experience completely changed how I viewed my life, everything, my purpose. And I decided I'm gonna turn to God. I'm gonna live for Him. I'm gonna come back home. I'm gonna connect with Him. And life didn't become perfect, like it didn't. But something inside of me definitely changed. I knew it. Like I found a purpose. I found identity. Finally knew who I was. And I understood where I was going and the purpose, the big picture of what's happening in this world, like why we're all here and what happened. So if you're sitting there listening to me and you're like, oh, this is just some random dude sharing some story, and I just want to encourage you to please do the same thing. Two things I want to encourage you to do. One is study the evidence for the Bible. Study the evidence for Jesus, for the resurrection, for all these things. Like please study it. And secondly, look at nature. Nature is often being called the second Bible. When you really look at nature, you will see the beauty, the design, the complexity of even a cell. I'm telling you, the DNA, it is complex stuff. And once you see that, you will see there is a creator. Because deep down inside you, you know it. I knew it, you know it, we all know it. There is a God. We just know it. But in closing, I guess the most important thing I want to tell you is this. Like, God really, really loves you. He loves you so much that He sent His only Son, Jesus, to die on the cross so we could come home and restore the relationship that we were always meant to have with Him. That's the whole point. Sin separated us. Okay? We got torn, ripped away from Him. It's never supposed to be like that. But then Jesus came to pay the price, to bring us home, to rescue us from that, to restore that relationship. Because coming home to our Heavenly Father is where you belong, it's where I belong, It's where we all belong. And right now, He's waiting for you. This is your chance. This is your moment. You know it deep inside. It's your turn to come home.